Welcome to the 150-year-old Appalachian farm cabin. Now this place, when we first got it, was completely trashed. There was no interior, there was no septic, there was no kitchen. The electrical was all messed up. It was completely dilapidated and should have actually probably been torn down. But the old owners threw some new windows in it and they were attempting to fix it up. So when we first got this property, I spent about 6 months, probably about a year and a half ago, renovating this little cabin here. And I just recently found some old pictures and footage of what this place used to look like. So now seems like the perfect time for a tour. We'll start with the outside here and then head inside. Outside here, the majority of the work was obviously landscaping. The driveway we were just in, this stairway here, this pathway, none of it existed before. And actually there used to be an old fireplace inside that ran right through the center of the house. And all these stones for this walkway and these steps are actually from that old fireplace. Now outside of that, we replaced some of the siding where it was worn through and the fascia, gave the whole place a coat of paint and sealed the roof. And it's looking pretty good. Now, the roof does need to be replaced at some point, but right now it doesn't leak, so it's staying as is for now, and eventually we'll throw some new tin on it. Let's go check out the inside where the majority of the work was done. It doesn't look too bad now, but when we first got this place, it was completely trashed inside. This is where the old chimney used to be, and there was just a giant hole in the floor right here. But I did fix it up, so I'll put some pictures in of me fixing it up a little bit, or at least whatever I can find. All the old footage I originally recorded for this place was on an extremely bad camera, and the audio was absolute crap. The video wasn't very good either. So I'm just going to put in little clips here and there of what I do have, but I do have some footage from fixing this floor right here and what the inside of this area used to look like. You can see this is where the old chimney used to be. And on top of that, this staircase here did not exist because there was no upstairs to this place. There's just a big hole in the ceiling where the chimney went up. So I added this, and I built a few staircases in my life, you know, maybe 4 or 5, but every one seems to be getting a little fancier, and this is probably my favorite one so far. I really like the open steps. It also works. It's a workout area. Oh, I'm actually getting a little too old to be doing that kind of shit. But nice and solid. I'll give you a closer look at the steps here and upstairs, and then we'll spin around to the kitchen. And just like the living room, this kitchen right here was completely trashed. I'll throw in some pictures of what it looked like. These windows actually used to run all the way down, and there was a little bit of termite damage over here on this one. I actually had to re-support the whole house in this area here, and I patched and shortened up these windows. Then obviously we put in these counters, and the countertop here is actually tile. It's obviously way cheaper than something like granite, and it suits this old farmhouse cabin look real well, and I really like it. If you're on a budget and you don't want to spend the price of granite, I highly recommend this giant tile. I'll give you a little bit of a closer look at that, and then we'll check out the upstairs bedrooms. You'll probably notice this isn't exactly an area for tall people. Now, I'm 6 foot, and I go a couple feet on each side and I'm hitting my head. So this really is just a space for a couple extra bedrooms. It was just an old attic area. This whole area did not exist before at all. Now the walls of this place, when they built it, already had the support built in for an upstairs. So what I did was I threw a lot bigger support trusses in the floor here and made an upstairs area so we could have a couple little bedrooms, because this only really had one bedroom area downstairs. And one thing you'll notice is the wood here is a little different. Actually, I don't think I mentioned that. All the wood downstairs in the house was the original wood, and then we just patched areas and we left it all the original style board. For up here, finding the same board was very difficult. Even the board I used downstairs for the patches wasn't the same board. I had to just kind of make something up. So for up here, we did something a little different. This is actually 1/4 inch underlayment, the real smooth stuff you buy from the hardware store that we're using as paneling here, and then a 1x3 strip on all the seams. And I'm pretty happy with it. I think it turned out pretty nice, matches the rest of the house. Now we got a couple extra bedrooms up here. You know, no windows or anything like that. It's just open to the downstairs area. I would like to put some small windows on the ends, or maybe build out a couple dormers eventually in the future when we're going to do the roof. But for right now, this works pretty good. So let's go check out the main bedroom and bathroom laundry area down there. And welcome to the small hallway laundry. It's nothing fancy. Just at the end here, I built a shelf. We threw a couple washing machines in here, you know, all the plumbing and stuff behind them. And then I built these barn doors here. Actually goes the other way. They're basically just some tongue and groove board in the back with some 1x in front. And I threw some handles on the inside, and you know, they sit on the barn door tracks. For this small hallway, I didn't really want anything that swung open, like they had to slide, because this is not a very wide area at all. So these turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with them. And they work good for the only bathroom in the house and the main bedroom. As you just saw, the bedroom across the hall is nothing fancy. It's literally just a wardrobe and a bed in a room. But this here, this did not exist when we got this place. There was no septic in here at all. In fact, this room did not exist at all. They had it framed out because this is originally where they were going to put the bathroom when the original owners were planning on renovating this place. Judging from the date on the window stickers from the new windows the old owners put in, that attempt was about 10 years before we actually bought this property. So they never got around to putting in a toilet or finishing the electrical or any of that kind of stuff. So all that had to be done to this place as well. But this bathroom turned out pretty good. I'm not a big yellow guy, so I don't know about the yellow color, but you know, that wasn't my choice. And obviously the shower over here didn't exist either, so I'll show you that. Now that I'm talking in here, it's a little bit echoey, but I really like how the tile work turned out. I'm not the best tiler in the world, but this one turned out pretty good. This is one of my better jobs. And one thing I will say I don't like about the shower that I should have considered when I built it is a light. It's a little dark in here, especially with the curtain closed. I mean, you can still see what you're doing, lather up, wash off, all that. But it could use a little bit of extra light in here. Maybe one of those exhaust fans with a light. I put the exhaust fan up over the sink over here. Probably should have been in the shower with the light on it. But that's basically the bathroom. One last area to check out is the front porch. And we're back outside. Now this is pretty much the end of the tour. The last little area. Front porch here, got a little bit of a swing, a little bit of a sitting area, and it's just a nice little covered front porch. We didn't do a whole lot here. Fixed up the steps a little bit, moved the swing, and that was about all. You know, there's a really nice spring right over here in this corner that actually flows from the mountain. It's got a little basin in it that's all cemented in, so this is a really nice little area. Other than that, you know, we fenced the yard, planted some trees, and that's about all we've done to the place so far. It's pretty well complete. You know, obviously you do little fine touches as you own a place and you change things here and there. For right now, I'm pretty happy with how this place turned out. And that's going to be the tour of the 150-year-old Appalachian farm cabin. If you want to see me build some other stuff, check out my other videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.